Often people get it wrong. If you ask someone what their best friend is in this world, they'll likely tell you it's the Yetzer Hara. I mean, he always wants to have fun. He's like that guy that's always asking me to come to the party. Just wants to take advantage of this world. Truth is that there's nothing further from the truth. Because, like Chazal say, not only is he the Yetzer Hara, but he has other jobs. He's called the Satan, and he's also called the Malach HaMavas. That means that after he entices you and gets you to do what he told you to do, he then goes up to Shemayim and says to Hashem, oh, he's the Satan now. You know what this guy did? Isn't that terrible, how he rebelled against you? And then after that, guess what? He becomes the Malach HaMavas. Hashem says, you're right, something has to be done about it, and he gets to be the messenger to be able to see through to your terrible, terrible outcome that's going to come from this. So he's far from a friend. He doesn't want us. He doesn't want the good for us. He doesn't want our benefit. He's not looking out for us. That's for sure. Once you keep that in mind, all of a sudden when you have that little voice saying, just try it. It's not such a big deal. You're like, don't talk to me. You're not looking out for me. You're not my friend. You're my worst enemy. And that's where we sometimes get confused. Is it our worst enemy or is it our best friend? That's the greatness of this world, is that we could be put in a test where we can actually be confused from something that really should be so simple. The Gemara says that the Satan, the Yetzer Hara, is called a melech. He's called a king. Why? Because everyone listens to him. And he's also called a ksil. He's a king of ksil. What's ksil? Ksil is foolishness. The Gemara says the reason why he's called that is because he always tells us to do foolish things. The Gemara says the person doesn't do something unless nichnas by ruach shtos. The person doesn't do a chet unless something ridiculous enters his mind. Nothing we do is logical. If you think about any avera, you think about it, you know that the outcome is not going to be what you imagined it to be. We know that it's constantly, there's the dimyan, the person always imagines something bigger than it really is, and then afterwards he feels stupid and feels guilty that, what did I do that for? What was the purpose? It's never for our advantage. So, yeah, we're foolish. And that's why he's called Melech Ksil, because he's the king over foolish people, which is just like the king of England is the king because he's the king of England. That's why over here also he's called the Melech Ksil. We do foolish things. The person realizes that, and he says, whoa, let me just think. Let me try to take step by step where I should do, what I should be doing now. And if a person always asks himself, what would the Torah want me to do right now? Or if he asks himself, even what would I want to do? If in 15 minutes from now I would be looking back at this moment, what would I want to have done? If a person is able to sort of transport himself 15 minutes into the future, that's usually all it takes, then you have a whole different mindset. And the Yetzer Hara's dimyaynus that he tries playing with our mind falls to the wayside. And it's a very good scheme to be able to take advantage and not be lost by all the different types of false arguments and ideas that the Yetzer Hara constantly pushes into our minds.